Senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano. So, Judge, the last time they got this thing thrown out because of a process issue.
Right.
This is not in Virginia. This is not in D.C. This is in North Carolina. Process isn't going to get it done this time.
Well, I don't think it matters that there's a relatively conservative jury base here, because I don't think this case will ever see a jury. There's no crime here under several Supreme Court opinions, one of which says if there's a passage of time between the alleged threat and any harm caused, that dissipates the threat. And it also gives the person threatened the opportunity to challenge it. Stated differently, if this were a real threat to the President of the United States, Comey would have been charged a year and a half ago. But the more important legal principle is free speech. If there is any non-criminal interpretation of the speech, that trumps, no pun intended, lowercase t, that trumps the criminal aspect. So are there other meanings to 8647 besides I want to kill the president?
No.
Well,
I don't think there are, right? Because 86 is
also
is
used in
interpreted
diners
as
to cancel an order.
Well,
But-
86,
or to
right, 86
kill-
could mean cancel the presidency.
kill or cancel, right?
As long
And
as there's
47.
a non-criminal interpretation of this, it's protected speech. I think the case is frivolous. I'm not a fan of Comey's at all, and I've never hesitated to
Right.
criticize him. And we all know what almost happened to the President of the United States the other night, and two dreadful prior occasions. But this is a political vendetta against a political adversary, and it shouldn't be using the Justice Department as a means for that.
So you don't think this is going anywhere?
No, I think Comey's people will move to dismiss it, that it's protected speech, and I think that motion will be granted. And if the government appeals, it'll be upheld. This is so frivolous that Comey may actually end up getting his legal fees reimbursed by the government.
Wow.
All right, I want to turn now to the Supreme Court. The justices will hear President Trump's bid to end temporary protected status for Haitians and Syrians. I always remind people the first letter in TPS stands for temporary. Why can't the president step in and do it?
There's no reason why the president can't step in and do it. This should be an easy win for the president, because the concept of temporary means the executive branch makes a judgment as to whether the status at home is so bad that they need temporary protection. It's an executive judgment. It's not a judicial judgment. It's not a congressional judgment. That judgment is made by the Secretary of Homeland Security, who takes guidance from his boss, the President of the United States. This should be a slam dunk for the president.
And I believe, I'm going off when I used to work with Chad Wolf, is that they have to give them 18 months notice so they can leave on their own and prepare for that. And that's part of the process. And if they've done that, they can do it.
They gave the notice.
Okay.
And what's been going on in those 18 months? Litigation, litigation, litigation. We're almost at the 18-month anniversary, so to speak, of Trump's term. So these people, the Supreme Court will rule by June. These people should be gone by July.
You know, a phrase you said that we haven't heard you say often, an easy win for the president.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. All right,
Yes,
Judge.
it should be, and well, we'll see. I'll be watching or listening. Can't watch
Yeah.
it. I'll be listening to the oral argument today.
Thank
Judge.
you.
You're welcome.